Ladies and gentlemen, this is RYK on behalf of WGP Wrestling Geeks and Pariahs, broadcasting to you in very adverse weather circumstances. Power has been knocked out to the facility, and we are running on auxiliary satellite energy, hopefully being able to bring you all the matches uninterrupted today. At this time, we would like to bring you to our opening bout, originally scheduled to be a triple threat between AJ Storm, Brother Blackheart, and the Purge, Chad Vollmer. From the best word we can receive, AJ Storm was not able to make it to the building tonight due to the weather conditions. At this time, we have reduced this matchup to a one-on-one confrontation, and we bring to you the Purge versus Brother Blackheart.
American streets will be running red tonight as citizens participate in the annual Purge and release the beast.
This is not a test. This is your emergency broadcast system announcing the commencement of the annual purge, sanctioned by the U.S. government. Any and all crime, including murder, will be legal for the next 12 continuous hours. Protect the rich, kill the poor, and blessed be our new founding fathers and America, a nation reborn.
WGP Wrestling Geeks and Pariahs. Tonight is the night. Tonight is the event, Carnage. And what perfect name for an event than tonight, where I take on BJ Storm. Okay, AJ Storm, whatever. Nobody's gonna remember this dude after tonight. And then we got Brother Blackheart from the Lifeblood. Now first, let's move on to AJ Storm, because dude, you've been really quiet ever since my hype came out, ever since Brother Blackheart's hype came out. You haven't said one thing, so I'm guessing you're scared. I mean, nobody's ever heard of you before, so you must be new, but I don't give a shit to find out. All I know is, after tonight, after I beat you and Brother Blackheart, you're gonna disappear quicker than a father going to the store and getting a gallon of milk and a carton of cigarettes. But speaking of Brother Blackheart, let's move on to you. Now you see, I know you were called something else before you joined the Lifeblood, but I don't give a shit to remember what your name was. All I know is the only reason you joined the Lifeblood was to keep relevancy in your name. The only reason you joined the Lifeblood is because your star was falling off and people weren't giving a shit about you. Now, I don't know why you guys asked for this match. I don't know if it was a death wish. I don't know if you guys are just stupid. All I know is you ask and you shall receive. It is your guys' funeral, but I want you to remember something. I want you to remember who gave you guys a beating of a lifetime. When you guys are laying in that rain, broken, and my hand is raised in victory. And AJ Storm, like I said, after tonight, nobody's gonna remember who you are. Nobody's gonna give a damn about you after this. You're just gonna be a distant memory. And like I said, you're gonna be like one of those fathers that disappeared after going to the store. And Brother Blackheart, you might as well go and tell the Lifeblood that you failed and that you have fallen to the hands of the Purge. WGP tonight is not gonna be your ordinary event. Tonight, I'm gonna leave each and every one of them broken and battered. I'm gonna leave chaos, destruction, hell. It's gonna be exactly what the event is called. Carnage.
WGP three-way against two chumps. One by the name of AJ Storm. Well, let's start with that one, shall we? You see, AJ Storm, there is a storm coming. There is a fucking storm coming. So I am going to rip right through you like an F5 fucking tornado. You're nothing new that I ain't seen before. Some jumped up little kid that wants to play with the big boys, who wants to get a banner in of his life, to wear it like a badge of honor. You're just nothing compared to me. Because just like my other opponent, I am gonna purge the shit out of you. That brings me on the purge. Purge. I've got a thing with people by the name of Purge. I seem to beat their asses. You ain't gonna be any different. So I'm gonna beat your ass. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna make sure that you know who I am. I am Brother Blackheart, formerly known as NDT. And I am here to stake my claim on both of your fucking asses. Because no matter where I am, no matter what I fucking do, you both are beneath me. You are nothing but contemptible little maggots to me. I have worked 3 long damn years to get a title. I have got a title that vindicates all my hard work, and you think you're gonna come along, take the high road? You think you're gonna take the beating that I'm willing to fucking give you? You've got nothing coming, because you two are just so insignificant. You haven't even been able to drop a hype. You haven't even been able to combat me in hypes. So what makes you think that you're gonna beat me in a fucking match? With that, you can all rest in fucking purgatory.
Your winner, Brother Blackheart. Folks, it is a night of surprises and uncertainty here at WGP Carnage. We've received reports that earlier in the night, Damian Cross was backstage, very distraught, very loud, screaming some kind of sentiment about being extremely PO'd with all this stinking bullcrap. At which point he is reported to have packed his bags and left the building into the blistering storm. Stump, his opponent, is actually in the ring right now. Let's see if we can take a look and see what he has to say about the departure of Damian Cross. We bring you now to what appears to be one half of Stump versus Damian Cross.
You are completely pathetic.
here, slap nuts. It's go time, Mr. Damian Cross. You see, we've been back and forth, yappity fucking yappity, for too fucking long. Well, at least I have. You haven't really said a whole lot. But anyway, that's okay. I'd be scared too. So here's how this is going to work, Mr. Jody Kidd, Damian Cross, whatever in the blue fucking hell your name is. You see, here's the veteran going to school the new guy on what we fucking do here. You see, I'm not real smart with math, but I know 1 versus 1 equals you getting your ass whipped, sir. And let me tell you how it's going to go down. First of all, I'm going to kick your teeth down your scrawny little fucking neck, and I'm going to skull drag you all across this building. And I'm going to beat your ass like a red-headed stepchild, like a government mule, and all the other terms that's used for that. So you see, you've been running your mouth. You come out here yelling, hollering and screaming like you do. And all I see you doing is that bulldog mouth overloading that puppy dog ass. So you go ahead and be the little chihuahua in Paris Hilton's purse walking down Rodeo Drive. And I'm going to be a fucking pit bull at Michael Vick's house because I was born to fight and I was born to destroy. And that's exactly what in the hell I'm going to do today. Damian Cross, you're a stupid son of a bitch if you think you're going to come in here and kick my ass. You got another thing coming. You better get scrambled like some eggs before your ass gets folded like a fucking omelet, son, because you're stepping up to the real deal. See, I don't know where you've been. I don't know what other groups you've been in, but this ain't them. This is the WGP. This is where the best of the best is. This is what we do on the daily. So, Damian Cross, it's time to get your ass whooped, son. You're running with the big dogs now. So go ahead and stay on your leash and stay on the porch and let the big dogs run. You see, I'm going to tell you one thing. There's one thing you better know, son. When you step to me, you better hope your damn hands is in the same gears as your mouth when you fuck with me. Because you're going to get your ass overloaded and I'm going to destroy you and I'm going to break you limb from limb. Because this ain't no cakewalk, Damian Cross. This is the toughest challenge you've ever going to face. You see, you may think you're Mr. Billy Badass, and you may think you're badass and tough and can fight anybody, blah, 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 but you got your beady little eyes locked in on the toughest son of a bitch you're ever going to meet. You see, I'm not a rookie. You think I'm new, and you walk around and you disrespect me, telling me shut the hell up, and you telling me how you run things and how you're the rule breaker in the WGP. Blah, blah, fucking blah. Promo artists like you are a dime a fucking dozen. They come in here high on their fucking pedestal and like they're God's gift to promos. But you know what we do here at WGP? We sweep the fucking legs right out from under that pedestal. And I hope to hell that you learn a lesson from this, boy. I hope the fuck you learn what it feels like to be somebody's bitch, because that's exactly what the fuck I just made you. So crisscross applesauce, motherfucker, you just got your ass whipped by Big Daddy Stump. So from now on, your new name is Damian Loss. And if you don't like that, I got 2 words for you. Fuck you.
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us. With all of the conditions that we are facing, we continue to bring you what has proven to be a monumental and volatile night at WGP Carnage. Our next contest is scheduled as a singles matchup between Austin Wilde and Era of Reality's Mr. Wallace.
I'm not going to take so long for this addressment of a situation going on between you and I. But this match, I wanted it to go on. I wanted it to go amazingly, but sadly, I'm not in the right mental state in order for this to go the way you think it's gonna go. You see, I can't let you win. I can't let you do this. I can't let you do that. It has to be about me. Because it always needs to be about me. Otherwise, it's not going to be good enough for me. This match is going to be mine whether you like it or not. I will do anything at all costs to retain the victory. Now, you see, I'm not one of those guys you faced down the road. No. I am a whole new person. I'm a whole new aesthetic. And boy, you can't get rid of me like you think you can. You won't be able to. The only thing that you're able to do is bow at my feet, on your knees, begging for mercy. I've done this game for over 7 years. 7 years plus. And no acknowledgement. Nothing. I can't even put it in my head. Because I'm so pissed off. I'm so ticked off. But here in this company, it's going to be a little different. Here in Wrestling Geeks and Pariahs, it's going to be a different story. I have walked to countless companies through their doors and back out to try to get a name for myself. I have done so much for everyone out there. But what do I get in return? I get pushed to the side. I get pushed down to the bottom of the barrel. And that's not where I belong. I belong at the top of the ladder. And if I have to do anything in my power to prove it, I will. Like taking you down. Going to the back of the shed like Old Yeller and shoot you in the skull twice to put your ass in check and put you out of your misery. I've told this company that I will do anything at all costs to get to the world champion. And that's what I plan on doing. And if you try to thwart my plans, if you try to burn my blueprint, I'll burn yours first. And mark my damn words. Everything that you do, I can do better. Everything that you do, I will always be 3 steps ahead of you. This game is not a game anymore. We are going on a battlefield for war. Fight fire with fire, that's what they all say. But you know what? I'm gonna extinguish your goddamn flames. And I'm gonna do it with my words, my skills, my athleticism, and my perseverance. While you sit there and talk all this chihuahua shit you want, you're all bark, no bite. You're a tree, and I'm the one ready to burn it down, bitch.
Okay, ready.
Austin Wild. What's up, buddy? See, you and Mr. Wallace need to have a quick conversation real quick about respect. See, you tried to... Whoa. Where you going, little buddy? No. You started this shit. And I'm going to make sure you deal with this shit. Put your big boy pants on and grow a set. But you need to have this conversation and you need to shut the hell up and listen. See, here's the thing, Austin. I saw your little intro promo welcoming Corey Tombstone back to the business. And all I said to you was tisk, tisk, tisk. Because you knew what I was talking about. Oh, you knew. Whoa. So you tried to be real quick. I'm quicker than you. See, Austin Wild. You started running your mouth, writing checks that your ass can't cash. See, you wanted to bring up some history about you and Tombstone, but let me guess, it's not far-fetched to believe that he whipped your ass. And you think just because he's been gone for a minute, you can beat him now. Huh? Is that what it is? Whoa, 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 whoa. No, you gotta hear this truth, Austin. See, the thing about it is, I don't care if that's what you want later down the future, but you did one thing. And you did one thing to piss me off, and that's overlooked, Mr. Wallace. And here's the thing, Austin. See, me and you have been going through promotion, ended up in the same places. And there was a time that this match with Austin Wilde and Mr. Wallace was supposed to happen before. But what did you do? What did you do, Austin? Oh, no. See, that's exactly what you did last time we were supposed to battle, Austin. You ran. You took your ball home with you and you ran with your tail tucked between your little labia and clitoris. See, this is the conversation that needs to be had with you, Austin Wilde. I understand of having the confidence that you have, but you still haven't garnered that skills. You still haven't garnered that flame around your name to think that you can look past a person that is doing exactly what you want to do in their promo career. You want the championships. You want the opportunities at other championships. You want your name high in the sky, in the grandest marquees. So everything that you think you are, Austin, I am. Austin Wilde. At some point, you gotta stop being a running little coward and live up to your name of the unhinged switchblade. But in reality, and here's your reality check. You are a tamed paperclip, you little bitch. And I was supposed to have a warm-up match with somebody else, and you had the audacity to accept this match and had the balls to want to overlook Mr. Wallace. Now you're just another victim.
Ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for continuing to bear with us and engage despite the adverse situation that we are dealing with the weather. This next bout is a very special grudge match scheduled with a special 5-minute time limit, and it will be between the Young Buck, Tyler Woodward, and the Young Gun, Stephen Faison, also representing Era of Reality. Let us take you now to the Young Buck versus the Young Gun at WGP Carnage.
Management are giving us 5 minutes to talk our shit because they already know how much we can talk shit. But Young Gun, me and you have been here before, haven't we? Me and you have been here in FTW where you beat me by a few points. And something about it I can't get out of my head. Something about that loss I cannot get out of my head. Because I've changed since we faced off. I've changed who I am since we faced off. And Young Gun, after this, we're done. There's going to be no rematch. It's going to be nothing. Because I'll have my win back. I'll have my win back. But you keep calling yourself my promo dad, but you're not. I'm my own man. Again, you've christened me the Young Buck, but I'm my own man. I've turned the Young Buck moniker into something that I can be proud of. That the rest of the world that watches WGP or FTW can be proud of. I talk a lot about evolution. I talk about a lot of things like evolution of my character because I'm constantly evolving myself. I'm constantly changing my style. Wherever I go, I change my style up just a little bit so they differentiate. And that's what's going to happen tonight. I'm a fatal four-way of talent. I can sing, rap, talk, and I can edit. After I'm done with you, the Mars going to be asking me for a ghost edit. Me and you have history. It's longer than a Snap story. But this time I'm going to drop you from a 4-story. Your knees pop like they pop for Brock. I might look like Young Brock, but I'm the fucking Young Buck. I'm going to be the king of WGP, but the real question is, what the fuck is the Mad King? I'm going to be in the new era reality, because this is my brutality. I'm going to let you on a secret. My girl's waiting for me in the back in some Victoria's Secret. So before I lay a smack down, I'm going to make sure you lay down, because these bars are going to hit you quicker than chocolate bars. Damn, Stephen, I'm sick of carrying you, because after this, the Mar's going to make you a youth pastor. This is the battle of the youth, but I'm looking past you. Maybe I'm out my depth on this one, but fuck it, I'm a Brit. After this, you can't say I haven't got grit. See, Stephen, we're even. After this, we're even. I'm done chasing you, because this isn't going to be a trilogy, because I'm rapping your eulogy. Maybe go back to Baltimore, because there's going to be no more. Your red light means stop, but I'm going to keep going, because I'm not done dropping your ass. There's different levels to this, but I'm on the upper deck. Maybe you should stop getting dick. Maybe we can tag team, but I'm hunting for a monster. Hey, Tomster, let's keep fucking going, hey? Me and you, Stephen. I've been waiting for this for so fucking long. I've been waiting and waiting and waiting for me and you to go against each other. I said it already.
That I met back in the day, and he was a little bit out his way, so I had him in the locker room chat, and I told him, man, you just need to do a couple things to get the monkey off your back. I told him straight up, you need to stop mumbling, stumbling, and fumbling, and get the bag right. And finally, after all these months, the little nigga done took my advice, and now we have confident and strong, but I'm still your dad's son, so don't get this wrong. What you fail to realize is you're still not on the level of me. I'm the one that brought you in, so I can take your ass out respectfully. See, I don't know how many of y'all motherfuckers watch the show Invincible, but I'm Omni-Man. And this is the ass kicking that my child needed for the longest. I don't give a fuck how confident you are, how big you think you are, how tough you think you're coming into this. You still ain't me. You see, when I do this with no guarantees. I go ahead and I cut the match of the night every time I'm on a card. But your little bitch ass, your little ass can't even get far. Now, I'm not gonna bring up old shit, nor the past that has nothing to do with this federation. But if anyone knows me and knows you, they know without hesitation that this is a dub, and your ass is facing an L. Shit, I feel like Kanye West. After this ass whooping, I might go to jail. See, what you fail to realize, Willie, is I actually respect you, Buck. I'm the one that named you and raised you. I seen you come up. But now, pitifully looking down, all I see in front of me is just a little ass bitch boy who can't fuck with you. I mean, I have a video of the last promo we did. Do y'all want to see a snippet? I mean, check this shit out. Who this motherfucker kidding?
Have you ever had a dream that you could do so
soft on you though. Let me speed this shit up. You see, when you cut your promos, you just get bad luck. I don't think you understand what the fuck you did when you challenged me. Woodward, we have beef spanning all throughout these galaxies. I don't like you, and you don't like me. You might not like my style, but my style is infinite to a degree. See, I tried to pass my teachers, pass my blessings, and pass these lessons upon you. But what did you do? You didn't take it. You just let it fester. And now you think you're gonna get your just due. Newsflash, kid, you're not big enough. I don't give a fuck if you're 6'5" and 300. You're still not big enough to punch up with a fucking promo god. And what you fail to realize, Woodward, is after this match, your little bitch ass is about to be looking at the stars. And I'm not talking not at the sky. I'm talking about the young gun. Because in WGP, I am the best non-champion around this motherfucker. Check where I come from. And leading in the bloodbath, that record's about to be reading 3-0. And I'm going to the top. While your little bitch ass look at the bottom of my shoes. Who would have thought? But I still love you, son. I don't want this to be any hard feelings. I don't want this to be any bad blood. Because I do love you, kid. You are a great competitor. You deserve a participation award. But when it comes to this promo shit, the young gun is always the top of the board. Just like in November, now in February, is the same result. Not by 1 point, this time by infinity. Because, bitch, you thought. The young gun is out. Target, set, bang.
Your winner, the Young Bucks! It continues to be an unprecedented and unpredictable night, but we have successfully made it halfway through the show uninterrupted. Let's continue to count our blessings as we go into our fifth matchup of the evening. We bring you now to Little Sweet versus James Grimes on WGP Carnage.
Grimes, to say we despise one another would definitely be an understatement. Fact is, I have disliked you since the first time I laid my eyes on you, so now I must do not only WGP, but the entire promo world a solid and shut your man-pleaser here today at Carnage. Now, Grimes, if all you're gonna do is hang your hat on the fact that the only reason I won our last match was because you got yourself intentionally disqualified, which shockingly enough is true and was indeed a bitch move, well then, you'll be leaving Carnage with yet another loss. You fucking loser. Grimes, I have no idea what part of the backwoods, cousin-loving promo world you came from, but it's apparent they never taught you the phrase, you can win by an inch or you can win by a mile, but a win is a win. Grimes, you and I both know I'm not very well liked by certain people around here. Do I care? Hell nah. What you and these certain people have failed to realize, I don't give a fuck what any of you like. Because unlike you, Grimes, I don't need said certain people in my circle or back pocket to get by around here. That's not my style. But if that's how you roll, that's all on you, bud. But the question you have to be asking yourself, though, even with things stacked against me like we both know they are, what's gonna be your excuse this time when you lose? You know what? Fuck that. There will be no excuses. No bitching, no moaning, no complaining. You lose like a man. You pack up your shit and get out of my promo life for good. Because I'm telling you, here and now, WGP isn't big enough for the both of us, Grimes. I know you. And I know how people like you like to operate. You like to push buttons, try to get under people's skin. And when that don't work, when you don't get your own way, you cry, bitch, moan, and complain. And when that fails you, you do what people like you do best. You slither off, not to be seen or heard from again until you feel it safe to come out from under your rock. Well, allow me to clue you in. You picked the wrong time. You may think it's safe, but it's not. You may think you have this one all but won, but you don't. You are nothing but shock and awe. Without all that, without people in your corner, you are not nearly as good as you think you are. A fact I plan on shoving down your throat today. And that isn't speculation. That's a goddamn fact, bitch. Grimes, you are nothing more than a bully. But a bully is only a bully until he gets punched in the fucking mouth or someone stands up to him. Tonight, I do both. Tonight, I show you and everybody else, once and for all, I am not the one, that I will no longer allow or put up with your brand of bullshit. Be it fist or flame, tonight I end whatever it is you think you are. And in my opinion, that's nothing special. So do whatever it is you gotta do. Whatever you think it's gonna take to impress the people. Bury me, run me down, piss on my grave. Hell, you can even try and hurt my heart, because in the end, none of it will matter. Now, honestly, I'm done caring about anything that don't affect me or my circle. So do your worst. I'm out. Peace, motherfucker.
Winner from unsportsmanlike conduct on Grimes and going over the time limit. Your winner of the match is, by disqualification, Little Sweet.
Little Sweet, I'm going to give credit where credit is due tonight. You have come so far from where you were when we first faced off. You're leaps and bounds better than where you were back then. Hell, you've even changed your scenery. You're now out in nature, and you're letting the wind run through your luscious locks while you take down your opponents. Speaking of that, let's join you for a second. See, Sweet, I like this little feeling that you have going on, but this is more my feel. See, tonight you are in the slaughterhouse, and it is very fitting, because what I'm going to do to you tonight is going to prove to everybody why your win was just a gift. See, tonight I'm going to treat you like a cattle. I'm going to take that gun, bring it up to your head, and pull the trigger, and watch as your ass drops. But, like I was saying, I got to give credit where credit is due. Little Sweet, you jumped out of your brother's shadow, and you've made a name for yourself. Nobody can say that you're living in the shadow of Big Sweet. See, Julie, what you need to do is you need to beat your brother's ass and take the name Big Sweet, because let's face it, you are the better Sweet. But saying you're the better Sweet is like saying that you became 4th place in the Special Olympics. You got a participation trophy. And everybody's like, you did a good job. You did a good job. Ladies and gentlemen, how am I going to lose tonight to the love child of Jabba the Hutt and Chewbacca? It's not going to happen. See, Dewey.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Grimes.
Lovely. Just fucking lovely. WGP tries to censor me again. See, WGP, what you don't realize is the more you censor me, the more I get pissed off. And unfortunately, they're Little Sweet. You are my target, and now I'm extremely pissed off. And you might think that this is funny, that WGP is censoring me, but let's see how long you're laughing when I slit your damn throat, and I wear your body as a damn coat. See, Joey, tonight, I'm going to take her to limits that you never realized your body could go to. Tonight, I'm going to build you up, and I'm going to tear you down. Tonight, I'm going to put to rest that match between you and I was just me giving you the win. I went too fucking personal, but not tonight. WGP management, this man's blood is on your hands, so I hope you have a hell of an insurance policy. Julie Sweet, I'm not going to use your eyes against you because it's been used against you more than a whore in a red light district. It is the worst fucking thing that people could say to you because it's over and over and over and over again. It's like they're repeating themselves. Much like you. You just stand there. I'm gonna bet you right now you're not gonna beat me. Blah, blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, you motherfucker. Dr. Anderson told me not to let this happen. See, Julie, you can talk all the shit you want, but at the end of the night, I want to see how long you're going to talk when you have a feeding tube shoved down your throat. See, I might not kill you tonight, but I'm going to leave your ass in a coma, and you're going to be something you don't like to eat, and that is a damn vegetable.
Winner from unsportsmanlike conduct on Grimes, Little Sweet.
Now how's that for unsportsmanlike conduct, bitch? Peace.
Your winner, James Grimes. Ladies and gentlemen, things are getting downright scary here at WGP Carnage. We wait nervously, hoping that our good fortune continues as we move into the next contest. A special non-title match between WGP Havoc champion Tonstradamus and Big Sweet. We quickly take you now to Big Sweet versus Tonstradamus.
WGP, it's true that not that long ago, I defeated the same man that I face now. It's also true that even though at that time he was considered a bit of a novice, it was not an easy task. Tonster, since then, you have come so far. You have gone to heights so fast. In your own words, you learned how to not only win, but also how to survive. Hell, in that time, you have captured not one, but 2 championships. Despite all of that, you are yet to prove anything to me. See, anybody can get lucky and win a few matches. The question now is, can you build off that early success? Can you sustain and keep all that momentum going over a long period of time? Do that, and you will have provided yourself worthy of the nickname that was given to you. Keep in mind, you have a long way to go before you can put your name next to mine in any of the record books, and that is fact. Here's another fact you can go ahead and choke on for all I care. Since the minute this match was announced, you've been thanking your lucky stars that your title was not on the line. If it had been, I would not only beat you for the second consecutive time, I would leave the new champion. And I can say that because last time I defeated you with minimal effort, also by being distracted. So that piece of info out there, what makes you think for one single solitary second you have a snowball's chance in hell when you now have my full, undivided attention? But here is the thing. I have bigger aspirations than that ugly-ass mid-card title you have on your shoulder. Why would I want it when I know I am capable of so much more? That's why after tonight, mutual respect aside, me and you are done. But first, I must destroy the monster that I helped create. You heard me correct. I didn't stutter or stumble. I said what I meant, and I meant what I said. The monster I brought to life. You can look at it any way that you want, but the fact remains, if it wasn't for a strong showing and a losing effort against me, you would not be in the position you are today. If it wasn't for me, you would be nothing more than some Jersey Shore douchebag acting like he was off his medication. Come on, man. You got eyes like Jake Roberts, but you promo like Jerry Seinfeld. You get a good reaction, but none of it really makes sense. Before we leave out of here today, there's a few things we need to talk about. First, not that long after winning your title, you said not many people want it. That is simply a lie. I know plenty of them. And each and every person is chomping at the bit for a chance at either of your titles. Me? Not so much. Like I said, I'm meant for bigger and better things. Make no mistake, though, because as fast as I gave it to you, I can take it all away with a snap. Throughout this, you made just one mistake. You questioned me. You questioned if I was going to be the same big sweet. And to that I say, if it isn't broke, there's no need to fix it. But you made a fatal mistake when you questioned my heart, my fire, and my passion. You want to feel my fire? You want to see my heart and passion? Well, look no further than when I took the WGP title from the best friend I have, walking the face of God's green earth. I tell you now, the same thing I told him. I am blood, sweat, and tears, heart, fire, and passion. I am something you will never be, and that is the WGP. One day, my end here will come, but until that day, the future is just going to have to wait a little bit longer to be the here and now.
Big Sweet, we meet again. First time, you beat me. You beat Tonstradamus. We all know, congratulations. But what happened after that? What happened? Tonstradamus got better and better and better and better. Evidence right here. You're Havoc champion. Interestingly enough, this is a non-title match. Whether you deserve it or not, Big Sweet, doesn't matter to me one bit. What matters to me is that you think, like you said, you're on top of the mountain. How could that be when your Havoc champion, Tonstradamus, owns that mountain? I'm your Havoc champion for a reason, not just because I won it. I've been wreaking havoc in the promo world for 4 months now. But I'm not just some promo artist, Mr. Sweet, like you are, like you say you are. No. I'm a wrestler. Since zero, I was a wrestler. I may not be physically wrestling you, but for what we're doing, in here, I am a wrestler. I stand here before you, a wrestler. You, well, you sit there before me and play wrestler. Oh, how I wish this was a title match, Big Sweet. Oh, how I wish. You beat me our first match. You beat me and you're still shitting your pants. I want to show the world, I want to show the promo world what Tonstradamus can do and defend this title. In closing, Big Sweet,
say you're focused. More focused than ever! Because you're facing Nostradamus. I know, you're bringing your A game. I know. You have to bring in your A game when you face Nostradamus. It's like coming to Madison Square Garden, Yankee Stadium. When it's all said and done, Mr. Sweet, the Havoc Champion will reign supreme and wreak havoc on you and your mind forever. And that's not a threat. It's a promise from the Thomas.
Your winner, Big Sweet! WGP fans, conditions are not getting any more promising here on our end, but that appears to not have the slightest effect at all on the competitors of our next match. Rig has reportedly just arrived at the building, turning off his wipers and opening the door, having no sleeves, walking outside into the facility. Chaos, anxiously awaiting his opponent. Let us bring the action to you now. It is Rig versus Chaos.
WGP, it is the night that everyone has been waiting on. The match that everyone throughout promo land has been waiting to see. A match well past due from way back in history. And that match tonight is me, the one and only Interstate Rebel, the highway outlaw himself, the rolling assassin of promo land, Rig, going up against y'all's current WGP champion, Chaos. It's finally here, old friend. It's been waiting as you've been itching and itching to have this match against me for at least a year now. This match is something that has been keeping you awake at night, and you know it, and then you showed it when you came out on screen and hyped. I got in your head. That's not something that too many people can say there, Chaos, and you know it. Admit it. Come out here and accept it now, the defeat that you already have. Chaos, I look back and I watch you, and I've watched you for a long time, and I've watched as you went downhill, downhill, and downhill, to the point the only time you can be champion is when you're in your own promotion. Until then, you ain't held a belt anywhere else anymore. You've lost what it means to be who you are. You've lost who you are, Chaos. But I really hope that you come out here and you impress me and everyone else. I really hope that you listened to that dark little voice inside your head and you got all close to the camera and started screaming and hollering and throwing a fit like a little sport brat. And I hope you brought that intensity. Because if not, then tonight your ass will be kicked by someone that nobody thought could ever beat you. Someone that is overlooked constantly for who I am and what I bring to Promo Universe. Chaos, I watch and I see. And throughout time, you have become your own biggest fan. And that has been a rule since the beginning that hurts you. You forgot what this means and what it means to actually represent somewhere. You think because you hold a belt, that's all you got to do. But you're wrong. You don't even know how to represent anymore. Chaos, I look what you did to that title belt. And you wonder why nobody wants to come after you for that belt. Besides the newcomers coming in. Why everybody's worried about the Havoc title and not yours. That's because everyone knows that you are an easy victory. Everyone knows that you don't have what it takes to put forth any competition anymore. That is why whenever you go to other federations, you let people that are younger than you and brand new to this promo industry beat you. It's because you don't have it anymore, Chaos.
I'm coming out here as a favor to you, being a man of my word and holding up to the match we were supposed to have all that time ago. But instead, I've come out here and I've got an example to make out of you, Chaos. Now I'm almost out of time here, but everyone will see, if nothing else, the disgrace and the embarrassment that you are and what you have become here in promo world. With all that being said, Chaos, hold on to that title. I hope you keep it with your upcoming title defense, the Triple Threat. If not, I'll be your Huckleberry. And I'm coming to see you again soon, just like the ass whooping I'm giving you here tonight. This is Rig, signing off.
Fuck you, Rig! You're nothing more than an ignorant blowhard, and by far the most hated person on the WGP roster today. You see, I was the most hated person until you came along. But the difference between you and me is they all hate me because I have something they all want, but I won't let them have it. But you, they all hate you because you haven't learned when it's time to shut the fuck up. You want to complain that I kept muting you on the live. You need to understand, Rig. I wasn't muting you for my own entertainment. I wasn't muting you to get one over on you. I was muting you because everybody watching the show, from the WGP fans to the WGP locker room, everybody was just begging me, Chaos, please get this guy to shut the fuck up. It doesn't matter how many times I muted you, you kept coming back and running your fucking mouth. So apparently you didn't get the message. So I have to send a much harder message this time. How about I permanently mute you by knocking all of your fucking teeth right down your goddamn throats? You see, there's a lot of people in this roster that I might kind of like, some that I'm indifferent to, and there's some that I don't like, but you, Rig, I straight up hate you. I loathe you. Every single time I see you on screen, every single time I hear your stupid redneck voice come through my speakers, it just makes me want to punch something. And how about we start with me punching you right in the face? Every single time I hear from you, I just start imagining the very worst things happening to you. That would totally make my day. Ladies and gentlemen of WGP, give it up to the Interstate Rebel, the Highway Outlaw, Rig. Rig, I hope the next time you're on one of your big trips, hope someone cuts your brakes, hope you blow 17 of your 18 tires, and I hope at least half of them are cross-threaded when you go to try to change them out. You like to call yourself the king of the lot lizards. Well, I hope one of those lot lizards gives you the rotten crotch. Now, this is the part where I so badly want to tell you, because, you know, if you win against me, you get a shot at this title. Now, I so badly want to say that I'm gonna kick your ass and prove that you're not good enough to go after me for this title and send you back to the Havoc division where you belong, because you keep talking about how much you want a shot at that title. But the fact is, Rig, when I look at everybody in the Havoc division, all the people that are in the running for that title, when I look at the current Havoc champion, I know that you're not even good enough to beat any of them. So when I beat your ass and send you back to where you belong, you need to understand, I'm not sending you back to the Havoc division. I'm sending you all the way back to the bottom with the rest of the jobbers. That's where you belong. You see, for the longest time, people haven't really liked Chaos too much, and I've just learned to accept it. But I want you to listen closely during this match. For a very rare chance, for a very rare occasion, when I'm beating the hell out of somebody, whenever I'm knocking them from pillar to post, you're gonna hear people cheering me. And it's not because they like me, it's just because of how much you are hated. We are united in our hatred for you. Now, Rig, here's a part that I know you're gonna understand, but I imagine that a lot of the judges won't immediately understand, so I hope they go do a little bit of research. The big truck driver, urban legend of the Black Dog. Rig, I am your Black Dog. I am the end of the line for you. You've already got your vision. It's time to pull over. You understand that this is the end of the line for you. You're not going to go any further in the WGP because Chaos, the original pariah, the Black Dog of the Rig story, has come to show everybody why he is the most dominant person in the WGP today. Now, Rig, get the fuck out of my ring and go back to where you belong, because it's definitely not right here.
Your winner, Chaos! Ladies and gentlemen, it is bad, it is dangerous, and that was actually our last live matchup of the evening. Both of our main event competitors, when hearing of the impending storm, insisted on filming their match in an empty building before the bad weather hit, and both took first-class flights out of the area before any imminent harm was apparent. They were quoted as saying, quote, "Sync it up in post, I'm out of this shit." We bring you now to our main event of the evening, Trenton Kensington III, also known as TK3, taking on A-List Alverson. It's our final matchup here on WGP Carnage.
Ladies and gentlemen, Trenton Kensington III is TK3.
Boom, it's me, it's that TK3 making his return to WGP Carnage. Electric Boogaloo Part 2, here we go again. And this time, my friends, oh man, I got rid of Little Sweet really easily last time. But this time, I finally get some proper competition. And someone who I am actually proud to face, the old guard of WGP, Mr. A-List Alverson. Well, A-Lister, it's been a long ride for you to finally be recognized as one of the all-time greats of the promo industry. But guess what, son? There's a new name on that throne, and it says Trenton Kensington III. Because you see, you were living in a delusion. You were living in this made-up state that everybody in the world still loves A-List Alverson, that they still tune in to see you, my friend, but that is simply not the case. You see, there's a brand new era rushing through WGP at the moment, and it's called the WG3 era, which means that basically everything on this show is my property. This is my own personal playground where I get to waltz in and win. I sign my checks, cash the deposit, and well, I stand before you the winner, as always. It happened last time when I went up against Lil Sweet, but I can tell you're not exactly in that same boat. You're actually competition, which I want to thank the WGP Board of Directors for finally listening to me and giving me someone worth my time, because I get to prove myself against somebody like A-List Alverson. Alright, this man is a veteran. He is a decorated world champion everywhere he goes. But here's the thing about A-List Alverson, his time is up. Because you see, I've had a lot of people tell me after my debut, I remind them of the young A-List Alverson, someone who is hungry, energetic, and passionate about this business. I have that spark that A-List Alverson doesn't have anymore, because he's become washed up. He's become complacent in his current state of affairs. Let's be honest, he's the prototype for my success. But unlike him, I'm not going to go down the same road that he's ended up on in his little midlife crisis with the ponytail and everything. The little goatee and the 5 o'clock shadow, because reality hit him hard. No, you see, I'm living in a new reality. And this reality sees me on my quest to the top of WGP, and no matter what I have to do, I will go through by any means necessary to definitely prove to every single one of you that I am a proven worthy draw, okay? It's only my second time, and I'm selling out arenas. I am the reason everyone's clicking on to see the show. As for Mr. Alverson, well, he's a dinosaur. He's a remnant of a bygone era. It's time for old stars like him to move out of the way and allow new stars like myself to finally get some opportunities. It's time to start building new main event level talent. It's finally time to get rid of the nostalgia that we feel every time we see sad little acts like A-List Alverson pop up on our screens. So I implore you to remember the fact that A-List Alverson is preventing young stars like me from getting over. And until next time, I hope you all are making yourself comfortable in the WG3 era. See you later, toots.
Geeks and Pariahs. See, I don't look very much like A-list Alverson right now, but there's a reason. I'll explain. It was but a bit of a fraction more than a year ago that I came into this leech field and saw these vile and disgusting creatures calling themselves Geeks and Pariahs as if it was some sort of badge of honor. And it was at that time that I vowed to put in some decency and respect into the craft. I said I wasn't going to stay very long. I said I wasn't going to work very hard. All those things came true. But what happened faster than anything else is this parade of Geeks and Pariahs looked at A-list Alverson and said, God damn it, he's better than us for real. And so I went on my merry way to do my things, and then it came back to me saying, A-list Alverson, we seen this act that we want you to take care of for us. And I said, okay, let me have a look-see at TK3. And wouldn't you know it, what I seen on screen was a gentleman that came out in the outfit that his grandmother bought him for Christmas and made him wear, with the checkered cardigan that's 2 sizes too small, and the belt that he can only get onto the first loop so it sticks out like a sore penis. Look at it. This guy has the balls to wear a cardigan and a V-neck together on the internet. And so we get to A-list Alverson saying, I'm going to have to do some training for this one. And I dug deep into the world of geeks and pariahdom, and I put on the shittiest clothes that I own, and I strapped myself to a seat, taped my eyelids open, and force-fed myself that debacle that I was told is a promo. Talking about old guard, as if A-list Alverson was the embodiment of the geeks and the pariahs. A-list Alverson was the antithesis of the geeks and the pariahs, but now I'm going to do them the favor of not having to deal with this selfish crapola by this boy, Trenton Kensington III, who says that he is a first-generation superstar. Hang on a second. TK3. I'll take the stupidest fucking thing anybody's ever said in a promo so far this year for 1,000, Ken. And before you read the clue, what is Trenton Kensington III calling himself a first-generation superstar? So for old time's sake, A-list Alverson has agreed to do the public service and charity work of bringing this TK3 feller up to the top of the card, letting him think he's somebody, as all the geeks and pariahs in the WGP world look at him, staring at him, laughing at him, seeing the ironic resemblance to John Candy with his Rodney Dangerfield punchlines, as I put my hands around his annoying ass neck and popping his fat head like a pimple for everybody to cheer and scream about as I go about my business and he goes back into the sunset that goes behind him. Thank you, geeks. Thank you, pariahs. I am the A-lister.
Hello? RYK? Can you read me? It looks like we lost RYK. But that's okay, because I subscribe to a newsletter, so I already know everything that's going on. Your winner's A-list Alverson.